please leave me alone.
Okay. Alright, we'll leave it at that.
As many of you may now know, I've been stalked for 3 years. I actually have more than one person stalking and harassing me. A stranger and one of Kevin's exes.
Not a great start from Tuna. She has already in under 1 minute indirectly references the 2 people who have an active case against, breaching her bail conditions. Again, legal studies definitely didn't pay off.
Whoever is making the hoax calls is clearly stalking and harassing me, but there would be no way of me knowing for sure who that could be, and therefore I've not attached a name.
So that's a lie. Yes, you don't know who has been making calls or if they are hoax or not, but you have been 100% sure it's me. Let's prove me right. And you wrong. There we go. Proof Tuna is blaming everything on me and Kev's ex. But remember, on Kev's criminal record is stalking charges that Kev has made towards me and his ex.
On Friday the 25th of April, 2025, the man who has stalked me for 3 years came to my area and posted a video outside of the police station. In the video, he claims he is here to report me for harassment due to my police videos.
Please feel free to speak to the front desk at Bromley Police Station. The appointment was arranged with them. Just like when I served the cease and desist to you and Nitty. The Met were fully aware of my whereabouts all day, and I took the videos as evidence to prove my movements. So again, your narrative has been proven to be nothing but a lie.
Like I said, I have more than just him affecting my life, and have therefore not mentioned any name regardless of what I believe to be obvious.
You have given enough information as to who you was hinting at, using words such as Hampshire, predator, stalker. The same stuff you have used for 3 years. Everyone, including Stevie Wonder, could see you meant me. It's why I have a long list of witnesses.
This man also states in his video that the police informed him that the caller is from Wales with a Welsh accent, and that
a neighbour, as they have spoke to neighbours that have complained, but they're not all neighbours that have made complaints. There has also been phone calls from a Welsh person who has said they are living at number 214.
Cut out lying again, Tuna Amber Heard. Did I say they were from Wales? No, I said a Welsh person. That does not mean they live in Wales.
the police told him what my neighbours have said about me.
Again lying, did I say that they told me what the neighbors had said? No, they just confirmed that not all the police visits were from hoax calls, but some were genuine from neighbors. So again, caught in a lie. It doesn't take a genius by the way you act to see that if your neighbors see and hear how you behave that they would call the police. That's common sense. Something you lack.
This is very interesting, as I could not even get this information from the police at this stage. So with that, I would like the police to question: 1. Why has he come forward as the person accused of being the hoax caller if it wasn't him?
I went to the police because you have spent the last 2 months, or however long it is, blaming me on top of the 2+ years of podcasts, YouTube videos, TikTok videos, messages, etc. that you have done towards my and my family.
2. Why did he come to my area to intimidate me and feel the need to lie about the hoax caller to distract the truth?
Showing again your brain and memory don't work. It was an arranged appointment. Remember you said you had an appointment in Hampshire, but you didn't go.
And then a couple of days ago, he messaged me and he said, well, now I know the real reason you didn't bother putting a statement in about Mark Cox. There is no real reason. The real reason is just that I weren't prepared to go all the way to Hampshire to do it. Simple. That's too dangerous and stressful.
So it was nothing to do with intimidating you, but to sit with the officer in charge and go through a full statement with evidence about you.
Wouldn't he be as interested as me in finding the true culprit? Then went on to make videos stating I'd been arrested and released on bail, which I broke immediately. Again, why the need to lie? Because I'm trying to report a hoax caller.
But I'm not lying, am I, though? What do we have here? Slightly blurred to protect the case. but there is your URN number. And when I give that number to the police, I have to confirm details about me. This is how I knew when you were arrested, when you were released, what your bail conditions are. These come directly from the police and directly affected me. I had to speak to friends and my mental health team the whole of the journey up to Bromley to keep me calm. But after speaking to the officer, it was like a weight was lifted of my shoulders knowing what was about to happen within 24 hours of speaking to the detective investigator in the case.
He decided to show himself on his video for the first time, and it made me feel sick. He is leaving a mark wherever me and Kevin live, and it's disgusting. This man has been to the park my granddaughter used to play at.
Another lie from the fish. That was the first time I have been to Bromley in my life. So I would have never been to the park where your granddaughter played. And that's a very dangerous accusation, which I will now be using as evidence, as you have zero proof of that. You sick woman.
He has been to the locations where Kevin dances, as well as to Kevin's house. I tried to update this to the police, but was told I can only update crime during set hours, Monday to Friday.
Funny how you mentioned that because again, like your stupid boyfriend, you forgot to say it was in a legal capacity, and the police were fully aware that I was in the areas where he dances and his home to serve him with legal documents, which ended up with his arrest in May of 2024. Kevin tried that lie to the police to be told that they were fully aware of where I was going to be and at what time. So please try that lie again with police, as that will again prove you are filing false police reports.
I have researched stalker behaviour, and this isn't going to end nicely for the victim if not dealt with. The police have enough to act now.
They did act though, didn't they? Just not in the way that you liked. They acted by arresting you, taking your devices, and releasing you on bail for harassment and malicious communications pending further investigation.
With that, and some personal issues, I was mentally exhausted and fell asleep around 5:30 p.m. yesterday, until these officers woke me up desperately banging the door, ringing the bell, and trying to force the door handle to get in, even after admitting he is aware of the hoax calls.
And why did they go round? Because you had broken your bail. Just like you have broken it again by uploading this video. So Tanya is the gift that keeps on giving. The investigating officer doesn't need to do any work. He just needs to sit back and let Tuna Amber Heard's own mouth drop herself in it. Most people have heard the saying about giving a liar a length of rope, and they will. Well, you know the rest of the saying. When it comes to Tanya, you don't need to give her the rope. She will happily and stupidly go get it herself.